Pisces, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy. So let's find out what is influencing you. Tell me about your past. Tell me about your strength and your near future. What else is influencing this situation and that you need to know? Okay, I love where this is going already. I'm seeing some very positive cards out here. Two more and then I'll start interpreting. Okay. So I'm looking at the bottom of the deck and I am getting the King of Wands in reverse. So there's some sort of action that you've been withholding. So it almost feels like you're not being true to yourself right now. There's something that you want to pursue, but you're holding yourself back in some way. I'll find out more as I go through this reading, but that's coming through very strongly. It's almost like you're just restraining yourself in a way. So what I'm looking at here, your current energy is the Nine of Wands in reverse, which I love because it means you're putting your guard down. And it's because of this Wheel of Fortune that's in the upright. So it's because you feel like things are finally moving in the right direction, that you are finally on the right path in a specific situation. Page of Wands in the upright. So we've got the King of Wands, which is really kind of your current energy, what's happening with right now with you. Page of Wands in the upright. There is this need to take an action. So completely withdrawing it, completely restricting yourself isn't the right approach. What the universe wants you to do is almost take like a stepped approach. So start out page, like a page is going to grow into a king. And so the page is really about testing the waters, sending through a message of like, this is the kind of direction I want this to go in, but with your words, and not just your words, but your actions. And it's about making those, kind of taking those baby steps, if that makes sense. So focus on kind of a stepped, tiered approach. That's coming through pretty strongly. I'm looking at your past position. I'm getting the Hermit in reverse. So it feels like once you got out of your own head, things started moving in the right direction for you. You spent a lot of time thinking about what did I do? What do I need to do? That kind of energy. And then once you started kind of accepting all of that or just embracing what you needed to do, I'm starting to see a lot of action forward. And it's all these wands indicate action. And the Hermit is very much an internal thing. So you're definitely progressing. The Magician here is in your, what you need to, what your strength is. So it's about manifesting. When you think through what it is that you really want, you're very good at strategizing and how do I get there? Is there a specific path that I need to take? Is there an approach I need to take with somebody? Whatever it is, that is your strength. Near future, King of Swords in reverse. Oh, excuse me. So it feels like you're not ready to release something. Could be a person, doesn't have to be, but it feels like there's still something that you're holding on to here that you're just not quite ready to let go. And it feels like that could be why you've been holding back. You've been physically holding back, making any moves or making bold moves. I'll see if I find out more when I clarify. I am getting the Six of Wands here in reverse. So there is this kind of overarching, am I ever really going to succeed here? But at the same time, this feels like a lot of your fear is talking, because at the same time, what I'm actually seeing is that things are moving in your favor. And it's a lot of what you're doing. It's a lot of the just everything that you did internally, all the work that you've been doing on yourself and all the actions you've been taking that have been true to you, and that you're being encouraged to continue taking, but in a baby step format, Yeah, the Six of Wands in reverse feels very much like a fear that you're afraid things aren't going to work out. But Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So this fear is because you actually see the potential. It's not, how do I say this? So you want things to work out in a specific situation. Ten of Pentacles, you want it all. This is basically what you dream of. It is, if it's a family, if it's commitment, whatever it is, if it's something that's going to make you happy, and it's got a lot of long-term potential with it. And so you see the potential with a situation, but at the same time, it also scares you. And so that's been a lot of where these reservations are coming from. And so again, the universe wants you to start making moves forward, because you're never going to get the Ten of Pentacles standing still. And so start taking some of these steps, but do it in a strategic, small kind of way to start with. Five of Pentacles, again, this is definitely coming through as a fear. You have this fear of being abandoned, just being left out in the cold, that things aren't going to work out. So that's part of the reason that you're holding back, is because you don't want to accelerate this. If this isn't going to work out, you don't want to deal with it today. You'd rather deal with it next week. Temperance here in your potential outcome. So there's a lot of optimism here, but there's also a sense of divine timing. So when it comes to the way things are going to work out, there's a lot of timing that's behind this. And so, the scenario that came to mind was, you could be running late for work one day, and you get to work and maybe you're 10 minutes late, 15 minutes late, whatever it is. You're sitting there upset with yourself because you're late to work, but what that difference in timing did was it could have prevented you from being in an accident. Something like that is that one came to mind like very vividly. So it's kind of one of those things. So if this had, whatever the situation is, if you had attempted this any earlier than the current time, it wouldn't have worked out the way that it would now. The potential that you're seeing now would not have existed. King of Pentacles. So yeah, this is a very, very strong reading. So King of Pentacles, it's all about stability. This is long-term. This is very much in line with this Ten of Pentacles. This is happiness, love, support, all of it. And that's the type of person that I'm getting for you. Page of Wands, clarified with the Knight of Swords in reverse. So again, Page of Wands, upright, Knight of Swords in reverse. There is this effort of taking things slow and taking baby steps. Don't rush in. The universe does not want you rushing into this. Tell me about the Hermit in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is the second time this card is out here, and this time it's showing up in the reverse. Because in the past, things didn't work out for you, and you felt very abandoned, very left out in the cold, that type of energy. And so what you did was you kind of internalized it, learned the lessons that you needed to learn from it so that you could move on. Tell me about this Magician. What that actually did was it prepared you for this scenario. Yeah, the Magician here, Eight of Cups in the upright. So you're manifesting all of this coming through because you're finally moving on from something. You're finally moving away from whatever this energy was in the past that left you feeling abandoned and left out in the cold. But King of Swords here in the reverse, let's find out more about that one, because there is still something that you're holding on to. Knight of Cups in the reverse. There is this betrayal. It's almost like betrayal was the word that came to mind. So that's probably what it is for most of you. So it feels like whatever it is, you're still holding on to that, but it's not that you're holding on to the emotion piece of it. It's more like you're holding on to the life lessons. It's an energy of looking for red flags and seeing if you identify them. Not necessarily a bad energy. It's just you're preserving yourself. You're being cautious. Six of Wands in the reverse is being clarified with the Four of Swords. So you do have this fear that things aren't going to work out, that you're not going to be successful, and that's exactly what this card is indicating. So these cards are telling me the same thing. So let's find out about this Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is a very solo energy. So when I'm seeing this here in the reverse, indicates to me that there is some sort of partnership here. 10 of Pentacles, I mean, if you're looking for a potential commitment, it's here. That's what's driving all of this. And you see it. You see it. And that's what's kind of spurring a lot of these fears. And that's why you're looking for red flags. And that's why you're kind of holding on to things. Yep. 5 of Pentacles. Here in your hopes or fears position, it's definitely coming across as a fear. Knight of Pentacles. Again, this is you looking for those red flags. This is you trying to figure out exactly, because let me be a little bit more clear. So you see the potential with this person, but at the same time, you're also still learning this person. So as you learn things, you're kind of bucketing them into almost different columns. Is this going to work? Is this person going to leave me? And so it's kind of one of those things where you're trying to identify all these different behaviors and put them in these boxes that you've created. And do they check these boxes? Do I have a reason to be concerned? Because ultimately that's what you're concerned about is there a reason to think that this won't work? Don't focus on the negative. Let me try that again. Clarify Temperance for Pisces. Okay. So the 2 cards that came out with Temperance are, believe it or not, the King of Swords in the upright. So we have the King of Swords here in the reverse because this is you looking for red flags. Now it's coming out in the upright, along with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You know what this is telling me? It's time to release the past. It's time to let it go. Time to let it go. Whatever betrayal occurred in the past, whatever is kind of hindering your progress right now is really hindering your progress. So don't let it. The messages are coming through pretty clearly for you right now. So let's see if there is anything else that you need to know. Wisdom. So let's see what the book has to say about wisdom. Things are not as they seem. Look beneath the surface in your life. For example, you might feel that you aren't making progress on a particular project, yet beneath the surface, things are happening. Or you might be going through a stormy cycle. This card is letting you know that even though the surface of your life may be a bit rocky or wobbly, in a deeper place, all is well. Yeah. Things that may seem challenging will later be revealed to have been beneficial. So, Pisces, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.